I'm Sylvia Tate. Welcome to my video. Have you ever said to yourself something like, I will start on Monday when I feel motivated, or I just want to get my motivation back? I hear this all the time, and to be honest, for years I believed it too. I thought successful people somehow felt motivated every single morning. They somehow loved exercising, they loved eating healthy, loved making the right choices. But here is what I discovered. Motivation isn't what creates consistency. Consistency creates motivation. And once you understand that, everything changes. We've been taught that motivation has to come first. You feel motivated, you take action, and then you get the results. But in real life, it's rarely how it really works. Think about it. How often do you actually feel motivated to clean your house, or to go to work, or to do a school run? Probably not every day. Yet you still do these things, not because you are motivated, but because they are simply part of your life, right? And that's exactly how the habits work as well. The women who are healthy, they don't feel constantly motivated. They simply stop negotiating with themselves. One of the biggest shifts in my own journey happened when I stopped asking myself, do I feel like working out today? Because honestly, the answer was often no. Instead, I started to ask myself, what is the smallest action I can take that keeps moving me forward? Some days it was a full gym session. Some days it was just a 20 minutes workout. Some days it was adding extra protein to my lunch. Some days it was going to bed half an hour early. I stopped believing that every single day had to be amazing. It just had to count. And that completely removed the pressure. Have you ever noticed something? You don't usually feel motivated before you go for a walk. You feel motivated after the walk. You don't usually feel motivated before cooking a healthy meal, before meal prepping. You feel motivated once you've done it. And that creates the momentum. Momentum creates progress. Progress creates happiness, and it builds confidence. Confidence makes the next action and the next decision easier. That's why waiting for the motivation often keeps us stuck. Think about this. Think about if you want to move a car, right? The hardest thing is to start getting rolling. Once it's rolling, it just keeps going. And your habits work exactly the same way. So one of the biggest mistakes I think women make is to believe that every day has to be perfect. You miss one workout, you think you failed. You eat one takeaway, your whole day is ruined. You have a biscuit, suddenly you start again on Monday. Healthy women don't think like that. They don't aim for perfect, they aim for consistency. The boring consistency. If today doesn't go to plan, then simply makes the next good decision. Because they know not that one meal doesn't create success. And one meal doesn't destroy things in the same way. So instead of asking yourself, how do I get motivated? I'd like you to ask yourself a different question. What action can I take today to get me moving forward? Not today, not tomorrow, not on Monday, today. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's adding protein to your lunch. Maybe it's going to bed earlier. Some actions, they don't feel that exciting, but repeated consistently, they build habits. Motivation comes and goes. Habits transform your life. With the motivation, Life gets busy, children get ill, you get stressed. But with the habits, they stay with you. And that's why I don't want you to be chasing motivation anymore. I want you to building a lifestyle that no longer depends on it. And if this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments what is one small action you can take today that keeps you moving forward. I'd love to hear it. And if you're enjoying this series about the psychology behind the lasting weight loss, don't forget to subscribe, because next week we're going to be answering one question that frustrates so many intelligent, successful women. Why is weight loss one problem they cannot solve? I'll see you then. Bye.